Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Brickoligist Animations show on the Midweek Massive episode, where I, Brickoligist Animations, often tackle topics which are to do with more personal stuff, I often tackle topics which relate to more personal things in my life. And just my personal experience and job life and how my career works in animation, when it comes to animating new Avengers, Sonic TLSMS, the SAU, amateur animators, and way more with all my friends and subscribers. So yes, I will say, lads, that I apologize for this episode of the Midweek Massive being one day late because I was a bit tired to do it on Wednesday, but we've got a lot in store to unpack. So yes, I'll be editing TLSMS the crossover on this midweek episode, and yeah, I just hope you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Well, guys, it has been it's second episode of the Midweek Massive, and I mean, what can I really say? My life's been pretty good. What's the opening line to James Blunt song? My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I'm sorry for the cheesy singing. It's just, that is kind of how I feel, with everything that's going on in my life. Whether that be with my animation, with ye guys here, with my religion, with my family, with my friends, with my work, with it's just my general life right now. And to have it like that, lads, is just absolutely amazing. But yeah, I mean, have I been ignoring the elephant in the room? And lads, I mean, how could I say it? I'd genuinely like to thank you all for 100 subscribers, because no, wait, not sorry. I'm after stuttering here. 100 subscribers times 200 subscribers. That's insane. Like, lads, I mean, let me tell you this. That's like, I used to struggle to get subscribers when I was on Silver Centurion content, which is my first channel, for those of you who are confused as to what exactly I'm talking about. And I never thought I was gonna break the 100 mark, but then I did last year at Brickoligist Animations, and I'd say nearly over a year later I crossed 200, which, lads, it's just absolutely fantastic and brilliant, and I hope that I'll be growing even more by this time next year. But I do think we should just take a look back, at everything that we've been through. I'd like to thank, my Lord God for his motivating energy in which, I do all my films through him. So thank you to God, thank you to Jesus. I'd like to thank, my family, for facilitating me in my passion and, supporting me through it, whether it is preferable for them or not. And I'd like to thank my friends of the amateur animators in particular, the real hamburger and cheesy acts, whom, I'd say that I probably wouldn't even be here today without. So, massive shout out to them and all my other animation friends. And you guys as well, for for all of you guys who tune in week in, week out, not just to the Midweek Massive, but to the rest of the Brickoligist Animations show, to New Avengers, to Sonic TLSMS, to independent projects, to amateur animator projects. Ye guys, you subscribers are the real kings here. Like, you're the ones, like, y'all dropped your crowns in, this journey, helping me to get to this stage at where I am. So, I would just genuinely like to thank, all of you for subscribing so far. And let's hope there'll be more celebrations, not just this time next year, but hopefully at the end of the year. So, yeah. I mean, I don't have any upcoming plans for for to celebrate 200 subscribers, lads. But I'll send the poll out later, and if you want me to do something, I can. But I suppose as well that, like, I have, the crossover coming out, like, I hope that does you guys, like, I think that would work as a tribute, and yeah, but I just like to thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers, because I genuinely wouldn't be here without a lot of you guys and your help. So yeah, thank you. Now, my friends, let's get back to my editing, which I couldn't do because Capcut is cutting out on me. Oh, lads, Capcut. Don't even get me started on Capcut, lads, now. To say the least, I I would consider myself a massive fan of Capcut, lads, because, of certain issues I have with the platform. And I hope this works now. Huh. I mean, yeah. So I'm seeing stuff as well. I mean, some of the stuff my friends send to each other, lads, is absolutely wild. But yeah, I'm not really gonna blame them for what they do in their own time. So yeah, here I am, just to edit and talk with you guys, because that's more important than criticizing or gossiping about them. So yeah, I just hope the internet is working this time on CapCut, because if it's not, I'm going to go all over the place. And thankfully, it is. Hmm. Yep, just sorting it out there, lads, now. I mean, I do find, lads, that as an app recently, CapCut, it's like they've sold out.
I might. What? Mom.
That's one of my voice actors. Just to say as well, if you hear any noises, guys, that's just because I'm editing, and yeah, you'll hear my voice actors and some sound effects in the background. So yeah, as
Mom.
well.
Mom.
Um, I mean, what else can I really say? I mean, like, lads, I watched Thunderbolts recently, and to say the least, Thunderbolts was an absolutely cracking film. Like, I don't buy into a lot of the hysteria around Marvel. That, like, they just started to make bad films after Endgame, and that nothing's been good. Like, but No, like it's just yeah. I don't buy into a lot of the talk around Marvel, but yeah, to say the least, I do buy into the fact that Thunderbolts is an absolutely amazing film, lads. You know, like it's definitely been the best Marvel movie that I've seen in a while. And like lads, you know, with me talking as well there, like I've been a bit more lenient on certain Marvel movies. Like, you know, like I actually quite enjoyed Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I didn't mind Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. What else? Like I thought Black Widow was okay. You know, it wasn't really special. Wasn't anything but yeah, I mean like yeah. Just thinking here, let's but yeah, like, you know. Yeah. Footsteps. But yeah, what I was saying, lads, was that like, you know, I did really enjoy Thunderbolts, you know, just because like it's such a good film. Like, you know, the family piece, like, you know, the family part of the film is absolutely great. Like, you know, it's an absolutely fantastic film as regards to that element, you know, and Florence Pugh, who else? David Harbour, Sebastian Stan, Kurt Noah, Wyatt Russell, uh, who else? The man who plays Sentry, like, you know, they all killish in their respective performances. That, you know, like it's just you know, it's just such a good movie that like I I recommend, you know, those who haven't seen it to definitely go and see it now. Like, unless you're watching Fantastic Four or Superman, which I've also heard are definitely pretty good movies. So yeah, I'm even gonna check them out when I can, but I'm too busy over here entertaining you guys in the meantime. So yeah, I'll do it another time, but I don't really mind anyway. Just as long as you guys are happy. Huh, 13 minutes. Not bad going. I don't know what else I can really say. I mean, have any of you guys seen, you know, the new YouTube eligibility laws? You know, they sound pretty bad to me, like, but you know, to be honest, it's not the first L that YouTube have taken in a while, like, you know, and I don't think it'll be the last L YouTube will be taking under the current management system anyway. So yeah, I mean, like, I just I don't know. I just think that's the way things are going on, honestly. Like, you know, whether it's right, whether it's wrong, like, you know, I think it's wrong, but it's just the way things have gone, you know, and that's sad, but I guess, you know, it's just the way, you know, the dice rolls.
Great. What? Everyone. The singer? It can't be, can it?
Hmm.
It it can't.
Hmm. A funny thing about CapCut lads is that, for some reason recently, it starts thinking that all my that like, a new stop motion I'm making is the same as an older stop motion. So like, I'd be editing here and like, the video I'm editing is like, it brings up the stop motion that I recently made. But then, it'll have another stop motion which I made a while back, on the footage below, like on the on the tape footage, and it's funny, like I don't know why it's doing that. But then again, I've had issues with CapCut as of recently, so it's not surprising to me at all.
B
Hmm.
can't. It can't. Can it?
I mean, I've had a load of issues with CapCut as of recently, but like it's like getting into CapCut is a whole different conversation. Like because I don't know, I admit, lads, I feel as though that Capcut had kind of sold out, like, and even some of my friends, like, like my technological advisor or Cheesy X. Many of you know him already. Like most of you will know who Cheesy is. Like but yeah, like Cheesy. Like even Cheesy now. Like he's often renowned as the probably the better editor of our group. Like I wouldn't. Not sure he's the best right now, but he mostly has been. And yeah, he said, that CapCut's definitely not as good as it used to be. And like, taking that from him, to me anyway, it's very different taking it from my other friends. So yeah, I mean, like he has his own thoughts on it. I have my own thoughts on it, and our other friends, definitely have their own thoughts on it as well. Like, it's just the app's not as good as it used to be. I kind of think, they're just sellouts like with the pro version and all. It is a bit ridiculous to be honest with you, lads.
Stop right there. You do what? Well, my boy. Well, my boy.
Hmm. My country voice, lads, that is, if you're hearing it. I swear. Maybe I should make a country album.
My time, I learned.
Huh. I mean, yeah, I just it's funny, like lads, having to edit this.
Anything is possible. So, what?
But yeah, like lads, I mean, even I haven't really had, a whole lot go bad in my life recently. Like, I'll admit, like, maybe we've had a few bumps in the road. Maybe I've had a few bumps in the road over the last few days. But like, to be honest, lads, I'm not. I'm not too hung up on those bumps because, you know, I think they're all like at the end of the day that by talking about those bumps, and getting over them, they're like it's helping me to be a better person, and it's helping me get along better with my friends, and overall just be more peaceful with them, and relax, like and yeah, it is it is a great time for me, in my life, like, and I know it won't always be like that, but I just want to appreciate it now while I can, and I'm so glad to have people like you guys here that I can uh I can watch it with. So yeah, watch it with. What do I mean watch it with? But talk with, that's what I mean. Apologies, lads. Oh, it's just Capcut acting like Cap. Oh, it cut me out of the app there, lads. How rude. If somebody cut me off, like on a phone call, I'd be very angry. I swear, I just want to put my hand through this phone right now with Capcut. Like, I just don't know why this does this to me at all, at all. Maybe it's then again my phone's old, but like.
Remember the last time you used a
Oh,
public restroom? Remember the last time you used
lads, I'm sorry if you heard that. I am genuinely sorry. I'd like, I might even give you some a donation of money because I'm genuinely so sorry you had to hear that. It's just CapCut does this other thing now, which really annoys me. That once you open the app, instead of being taken to where I want to be, my library, I'm headed straight with a template, and like because of how I don't know slow the app is, like it can take at least it's like the entire lifespan of the video before you can click onto the library screen, and like it's just ridiculous, I swear. CapCut, CapCut, CapCut. I'd have to have a good debate with one of my friends about it one of these days, or not even a debate, just a conversation completely clowning on it, because I swear this is getting out of hand, this CapCut crack. But anyway, that's just how it goes, I suppose.
Dad, Dad, Dad.
25 minutes. Wow, lads, that's not bad time for a podcast episode, to be honest with you.
Dad?
I wonder what my friend sent in that group chat. Yeah, nothing's going on in it anyway.
Shoot, my boy.
My boy. Oh, lads, I swear, my pronunciation is Chadwick is just so hilarious. Oh, lads, what's Capcut doing to me this time?
Stop around. You do what? Well, there you go, son. There you go, son.
Yeah, it is getting to the last stage now of the editing here anyway. I mean, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I mean, like, lads, I don't really have a whole lot left to say, on this episode. And I do feel as though that it's been plenty long enough and that you guys will have plenty to go back over and listen to and enjoy. But, I mean, yeah, thank you very much to everyone for tuning in to another episode, the second episode of the Brickoligist Animations show, Midweek Massive, where I often talk about more personal stuff in my life and do more personal and getting closer with you, my audience. I'd also like to really thank you again for 200 subs. I just couldn't thank you enough for it, guys. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess thank you very much for tuning in to the Brickoligist Animations podcast show Midweek Massive episode. Thank you in general for enjoying the show. And hopefully, guys, I'll see you next time on the Brickoligist Animations show. Do 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 do. Bye.